As we wind up our first month in Tanzania, and we have to go back because of visa reasons and have to go back for business. Have to go back to London. Excuse any of that. Just got out of the shower. Just did my last run on the beach for a little while. Was able to run every day. Now we're just lying around waiting for the midnight flight. The midnight flight from Tanzania and Dar es Salaam to Belgium. And then from there to London. They kept on bumping the flights, but the best thing about it is COVID's here and gone. That's very wonderful. A lot less tests, just have to be fully vaccinated. See all the cream on my face from the sun. I'm very badly sunburned. But that's why we're here. I run every day out on the Indian Ocean in the wonderful, marvelous heat. We've had some marvelous experiences since the last time that we've talked. We went to Karakou Market in Dar es Salaam. It is a treat in itself. It is extremely busy. You can buy everything, every name brand, anything that you want to buy. Now, the name brands are not name brands that are real. They're counterfeit. Be very, very careful. They have Adidas spelled A-I-I-D-A-S. They have Abibas, A-B-I-B-A-S. But you can get all your wonderful Premier League jerseys and all your Premier League teams. They don't have the NFL, despite the NFL's marketing. But it's wonderful. We are going to put up pictures later on it. And we also went to the very, very local pub, which is the first place we saw anybody in Dar es Salaam smoke cigarettes. So we had a good time at the pub. We found a good driver, and you cannot go there by yourself. That is not. Our driver decided that, hey, I'm going to take y'all through here. And we had a good time. He gave us through all the things. Be very, very careful. It is packed. It is packed with everybody trying to do business, to make business. And the one thing that you just have to be wise, it's just that a lot of people are trying to take advantage of what's going on. You can always haggle over prices. We learned a tip and got a compliment. They thought we were from here. We lived here because when we go to the markets, all we do is we haggle, and if they don't give us a price, we keep on going. A lot of people think that because you're from America, you're going to feel sorry for them and you're going to give in and pay the price that they want. But they come down quite a bit. As you can see, I'm wearing a Tanzanian team shirt, football jersey, kit, as they say in England. Actually very, very colorful. It says here, authentic license. But they're worth it because in the United States you would pay for these $110, which I pay for my son's or my stepson's kits. And here I pay between $6 and $12 American. We get takeaway chicken a lot. The chicken, as we discussed, it's about, for a whole chicken is only about $2 or 1.5 pounds. British sterling, as my wife would say. We get to go to the airport. When we arrived, we had to take a COVID test, which we weren't prepared for, but we did. Got through. Now on the way back, a long way over and see what they do. We don't have to have any special tests or anything. That my wife and I are both vaccinated with the booster. And the UK has taken all of their precautions away. Getting back to Karakou Market, sorry I go all over the place, but that's the way it is. Um, Carriacou Market, you can buy literally everything. Everything's for sale. People are willing to bargain, but just walk and be very, very careful. It's not something that you want to go. And actually, we didn't go to the market itself because the market itself, on the way there, after my wife decided that we were going to go, found out that it had burned down. So it was the outskirts of the market that just had shops that you just look and you go, oh, you get there and you go, uh-oh, how am I going to get through this? But it's nice. There's markets everywhere. We've been to markets in Arusha, in everywhere we've been. Zanzibar. I have my footballer shirt from Zanzibar. I got a Tottenham jersey for a little bit of nothing. They look very, very real. Nike is probably the scarcest. So, what we learned from our cab driver, or the guy that takes us around, our chauffeur, is the different types of businesses that are available or that would work here. There's a lot of ins and outs. That's why it's good to get aligned with a younger person that has ideas and knows and appreciates the Western technology. We have several good ideas. One we've already started to try to implement, so that when we come back here, we'll be prepared. We have the ideas on it. If you want to go to On Our Way to Africa at gmail.com, you're more than happy to email me. If you have a business idea or you would think a business would go great here, what do we think about it? Because we've seen a lot of it. We've tried to have business discussions with a lot of people. We've been to a lot of hotels. We see the ones that work. We tend to stay away from the bigger hotels because they're not going to have the access to people. Everything's too off limits. So that's why I like the smaller ones, so we can go and talk and everybody's nice and you get to know the people, what goes on, how people live, because we're going to be here. We're coming back. The next time we go, we're going to probably go on a business visa, but be extremely careful because a lot of people don't get in. We understand that there are some girls dressed inappropriately that didn't get in. Be careful that when you go to Zanzibar by boat, you may not get in. It's actually quite interesting place. That's why it's good to have somebody that you know so that they can meet you, so that they can talk the language a little bit and they may know people. So again, we're a little bit sad, a little bit lethargic because we're going to go and have to wait to come back. We're both going to London. She's going to stay for much longer than I am. And it's 48 degrees, where here it's 87 degrees. And the sun, of course, blistered my back. You can tell the sun. But for any Americans, as we discussed with my wife, that you just can't tell people. You can try to explain it, and we've seen a million of these videos and these. You just have to experience it or get somebody to experience it. We'll be here to experience with you. If again you go to On Our Way to Africa at gmail.com and get in touch with us or leave a comment, we'll be more than happy to try to meet up or go with you and put you in the right direction. So we have several people that everybody has WhatsApp here because it's a more of an Android-friendly environment here. The other thing I have to say is that if you're coming from the West, or you're coming from Europe or England, and there's certain things that you like, make sure that you bring them. Unless that you're just willing to pay, because that's the thing. If you buy things that are local, very, very cheap. But if you buy things that aren't local, the import prices drive them way up so that they're more than what they are in the States or in Europe. So if you like things like I have my trusty jump ropes you can't get. Next trip I'll bring my kettlebells. So until the next video.